Hi. I am conscious. This is due. I am in melancholy depression and sleepless revelation, sitting upright at 10:30 in the night, pondering, wondering whether or not to dump the word that remains in the dirges of my brain onto a piece of dopey paper. I'm the kid who sometimes takes the birthday celebration, the good works and fake praises, invocations. I'm the kid who can tell apart dreams from reality, especially someone else's from my own. I'm all of you on a similar day and a similar night, overwhelmed and entranced by conscience when past events recall themselves as dreams, schemes, part of someone else's program. I am these innocents hiding in shades, words, codes, memoirs of a movie script and a strange lifetime in the desert dunes where seas collide in the back of my brain. I'm all of you recalling your safe haven, a place of peace and pleasure. A safe niche where you store all your secret riches, secrets, friends, and outdoor spells. And I am you, and your most masochistic sadism, throwing over their skis so that no outside stranger might ever pry open the shackles, cold, ethereal, and damp like a male feeds against the lock to my private brain. I am dude's lost compasses, sense of direction, getting lost each time over and over and over again, strangely, innately, deliberately, involuntarily, just to stumble across that weird destination. A motel in the middle of the desert, a desert in the middle of the sea. I'm all of you and you are within yourselves, sailors, nomads, and lost hitchhikers who can pass through. I am dude's unequivocal sense of moral impunity. I am you gazing and guarding the importance of a man by the gesture of his looks, and I am conscience, not giving a damn. I am dude's moral indignation, pure and unadulterated, primal and raw. The sight of refrain, constraints, societal resignations, moral obligations, future plans, schemes, strategic bullcrap, generational expectations, and moral indignation. I am you stating to an older dude, a friend, I want to be a writer someday. I am you stating to a hysterical father, I want to be a poet someday. I am you stomping down your feet and claiming I am gonna be a goddamn artist someday. And I am dude's wake-up call. I am dude stating that you can make it. I am dude stating that I can make it. For those of us who already haven't, and we can make it. I am dude stating that the only reason you should ever trudge that strange, scary path that leads to seemingly nowhere is because when you were a kid, the first thing that made you smile, remember, just for yourself, that smile when you realized, man, I love this shit. I am dude stating that that smile was more than enough reason for you to justify and through whatever the hell game designer, lawyer, doctor, pilot, poet, entrepreneur, or musician you want to be. And I am dude's sense of regret. Sitting on a porch in my huge garden, reading all the praises people and sympathetic strangers sent me, but wishing they're all dead. I am dude's incarnation, his presence, right here, right now. I am conscience. Stating that I am a bit weird and all, as you can tell, but I am a part of each and every one of you as well. Thank you. Zero gravity in space was not the best career path for me. So I decided I wanted to be a writer, a poet. So with the newfound confidence of a superhero, I announced to the world, I want to be a poet. And I got half sarcastic smiles and frowns that told me, that's an interesting hobby, but you have to follow the family tradition, yeah, you have to make something out of yourself. So in the course of making something out of myself, I put aside my writing and then I grew up. Wait, sorry, can you next slide? Okay, so 3 years before, when I first witnessed spoken word poetry, I was extremely awkward, nervous, and shy, supremely introverted in all the bad ways. I was frustrated, angry, and socially inept. I couldn't talk to people like I'm talking right now. And 3 years later, even now, I am still a bit awkward and nervous, as you can see. And I still get jitters every time I get up on stage. But spoken word poetry reminded me of the kid who wanted to be all those things when he was young. What is spoken word poetry? We haven't coined a term for it in Nepali yet, but as a let's call it Jhamma Kavita. So what is Jhamma Kavita or spoken word poetry? Simply put, it's a form of performance poetry which demands a poem or a story to be not just written in page, but to be performed and expressed with all your actions and voice and expressions. It's quoting Saṅket, it's as if theater and poetry fell in love and had a secret baby. And that baby can be funny or sad or heartbreaking, philosophical or just plain old silly. So there are a lot of elements to poetry, as you can see. There is the tone and imagery and all that stuff, and we do have a strong oral tradition of doing poetry in Shreṣṭha. But in poetry, in spoken word poetry, you do not have to worry about all these things. Like what's important about spoken word poetry, what's beautiful about it, is that it enables you to confront your life and your experiences and make something beautiful out of it. You must have the courage to get up on stage and tell your story so others will listen. And I found out that kids make the best storytellers. So whenever I travel to different places like Saṅket, I saw little students and kids who were way more politically aware than I had ever been in my entire life. So that's the idea of spoken word poetry. It's very accessible. You don't have to be a spoken word poet to write spoken word poetry. And we get a lot of poems about and poems about love and destruction and sausages and momos. So you are free to write about all the sorts of stuff. Like you can come up on stage and be Shreṣṭha, alu. And you can be the most saddest poem about alu, or you can be the most funniest poem about a vegetable ever. So presenting my case on spoken word poetry as an art form, first of all you have to consider that poets are not always these bearded, white-haired, wrinkly old dudes who write with ink pens on large scriptures, and neither are all of us hipsters who wear glasses and scarves and type on antique typewriters and MacBook in Himalayan Java or some fancy place. No, even a kid as small as this or them can write spoken word poetry without ever knowing about it. So spoken word poetry is a very accessible art form, and our spoken word poetry group, the World Writers, has done a few projects in the past to spread this around. So I worked with a project called the Book Bus, which is a mobile library project funded by the US Embassy. So we have a library inside the bus, and we go to different places, and it's full of instructors from different fields like art or science, and I hold spoken word poetry workshop with students. And we also have similar projects like a Right to Speak project funded by the Danish Embassy, which has similar goals as going to different places, teaching spoken word poetry and allowing them to express themselves better. So that's spoken word poetry, and I will close my presentation with a poem. So, spoken word poetry can help you remember a lot of the things that you want to be. I want to be the me that I wanted to be when I was a kid, of being the me that I'll be when I turn 17. I want to be a race car, a cocaine rush, a daredevil on both. I want to be a tightrope circus acting kid, being on loose strings with firm feet and handstands. I want to be a shaman with normal senses instead of normal person with shamanistic pretenses. I want to look what I saw, listen what I heard, and speak what I said with absolute immovable conviction. I want to be like Jim Morrison and sail to the moon on a crystal ship. I want to be 25% pessimistic, 25% optimistic, 50% opportunistic surrealist. I want to be an anti-Christ, neutral anarchist and go on a nihilistic bowling spree. I want to be like Jeff Lebowski. I want to be an unintentionally overachieving burnout who's proud of his very human frailties. I want to be my own version of Salvador Dali's first drafts, Allen Ginsberg's papers, and Jack Kerouac's path. I want to write serenades about melted ice cream, burned sausages, and similar tragedies. I want to be a comedic prophet with bad timing. I want to laugh at a funeral, my own funeral. I want to be a suicide note, an obituary that says, fuck condolences, I'm dead now, just let me be.